Ladies and gentlemen, ARK's partners, welcome. If you're watching this live right now, I want to start by saying one thing. Thank you, because it means you have already walked a journey that hasn't been short and certainly hasn't been easy. On the August 27, 2025, ARK officially set sail. That night we waited with anticipation and witnessed the launch of ARK together. It was the moment filled with hope, and more importantly, the moment that we truly placed the future into the hands of a system. Just in the blink of an eye, more than 4 months have passed, and during these 4 months, ARK's journey has not been smooth. Markets shifted, emotion rose and fell. Voices from the outside never stops. Challenges were constant. Some chose to leave, others chose to stay. And those who stayed didn't do so because of impressive return charts nor because of persuasive promises. They stayed because they understood one thing. ARK was never meant to be a get-rich-quick game. In a market filled with noise, temptation, and shortcuts, we make a choice that may not be popular but is absolutely essential: to build order first. We chose not to chase emotion, not to cater a short-term expectation, not to trade the future for temporary applause, because we believe that what truly survives cycles is not speed, but structure. Today marks the end of 2025 and the beginning of 2026. Tonight's live stream is not just about reviewing numbers and not just about results. Together, we look back at the road of ARK and has truly walked, clarify where ARK stands today, and more importantly, clearly share every partners where this ARK is heading next. If you have ever doubted, if you have ever hesitated, if you have ever asked yourself late at night, is this part really worth continuing? Then tonight you will receive your answers. Because if you're still here right now, it means one thing: you're on the right ship. Welcome. As we stand together at the starting point of 2026, the 2026 ARK New Year live stream starts right now. This is ARK, and ARK's continue its journey.
A good system doesn't need heroes. Because what truly goes the distance is never one individual stepping forward to hold everything together, but a structure. One that continues to move forward, even when no one is placed on a pedestal. Let's take a moment and bring ourselves back to August 27th, 2025. That was the day ARK set sail. For many people, it may have been just another new name on the Web3 landscape. But for everyone sitting here today, it was a choice. A choice to believe in a system, even in the midst of uncertainty. We waited with anticipation. We carried hope. And to be honest, we didn't know whether this journey would be easy. And in the blink of an eye, 4 months have passed. Over these 4 months, ARK's journey has not been smooth. Markets fluctuated, emotions surged. Doubt, waiting, hesitation. Almost every day, they were present. We faced pressure, we went through tests, and we experienced lows that only we truly understood. There was sweat, there were tears, and there were moments of laughter and embraces. Some chose to walk away, others chose to stay. And those who stayed did not do so because of a profit chart, nor because of a promise. They stayed because, over time, they came to understand one thing. ARK was never meant to be a get-rich-quick game. In a market filled with noise, where everyone is chasing speed, chasing emotions, chasing what's about to happen next, ARK made a decision that wasn't popular, and even felt counterintuitive. We chose to build order first, not to race for speed, not to gamble on emotions, not to trade the future for applause today. Because we know this: what truly survives cycles is never hype, but structure. So over these 4 months, ARK focused its greatest effort on the system itself. By the end of 2025, we can say this with calm confidence. V3 core modules are running stably. RBS, EM, YRF, MCL, and RCM are fully deployed. All LP is permanently locked, entering the POL black hole. DAO governance is officially live. Treasury multi-signature mechanisms completed. Permissions delegated, fully traceable on-chain. These are not stories. They are proof that the system has begun to breathe on its own and operate on its own. But a system, if no one truly understands it, can never become a shared consensus. So over these 4 months, ARK chose to do the slowest and perhaps the hardest thing. We kept explaining. Session after session of internal training, round after round of instructor and leadership programs. By the end of 2025, ARK had conducted over 1,200 training sessions worldwide across more than 40 countries. And what we taught, again and again, was never how to buy. Instead, we focused on this: how to check the chain yourself, how to verify for yourself, how to judge for yourself whether a system is truly worth trusting. Because ARK doesn't just want people to join, we want more people to stay awake. In the end, every belief must face the test of reality. By the end of 2025, ARK's results rest quietly on-chain. Treasury assets surpassed 63 million. On-chain user addresses exceeded 300,000. Total staked ARK surpassed 8 million tokens. These numbers are not proof of hype. They are the accumulation of trust. They show that amid volatility, some still chose to stay. And amid uncertainty, some still chose the long term. Looking back on these 4 months, each of us carries a journey of our own. Some of us doubted, some of us hesitated, and some, in the quietest moments, chose to remain on the ship. And today, we can say this together. ARK did not survive because of heroes. It endured because of a group of people sharing the same belief in a system. 2025 was the year we launched, and the year we proved it. From here on, the ARK sails into a longer journey, and you are still on board.
Up to this moment, as we look back together at every step ARK took in 2025, at the moment that truly happens and the choices that have stood the test of time, one question naturally arises in everyone's mind. Where does ARK stand right now? The answer is clear. As of today, ARK is officially on its first stage, the ARK consensus stage. This is not a stage of just beginning, nor it is a stage of already completed. It is a stage that is continuously tested, constantly reinforced and slowly solidified by time because of the world of ARK. Consensus is never a slogan, and it is never simply because everyone believes consensus is the most important and the most solid foundation of any project. It is not a wish written in a white paper. It is written into contracts, embedded in processes, and reflected in every single decision we make. Over the past 4 months, everything we have done has revolved around one core question: is the system truly worthy of trust? That is why we did not rush to expand. We did not rush to talk about how far the future could go. Instead, we repeatedly confirm one thing when no one is standing on stage making declaration, when the market sentiment rises and falls, when external noise is everywhere. Can this ship still sail on its own? And today, standing on the end of 2025, we can say this calmly and with complete confidence: this system did not survive because of any single hero. It stands because of a group of people share a common understanding of the same rules. And this is the true meaning of the ARK consensus stage. It is not a competition of speed, but a test of patience. Not proof through excitement, but a choice for long term. And precisely because this step was taken steadily, ARK now has the right to talk about what comes next. So at this moment, carry with you the memories we just revisited and the feelings from the journey you have walked and your understanding of this system. And together, turn your eyes forward because next, we stand at the new starting point of 2026 to see how on a foundation of shared consensus, ARK will continue to sail and how the next chapter of this journey will unfold. Let us move forward with anticipation into 2026.
As time moves beyond 2025 and reflection comes to an end, we arrive at a brand new point of reference. This moment is not about looking back to summarize, but about looking forward to answer the future. ARK is entering a new stretch of its journey. Over the past year, we used time to prove one thing. Consensus is not something you shout into existence. Order is not something you package or decorate. They must operate in the real world. They must withstand doubt, endure pressure, and hold up over time. And now, with consensus firmly established, with the system already in motion, a new question comes into focus. Where will ARK sail next? In 2025, what ARK completed was not an expansion, but a validation. A validation of whether a system can continue to operate without heroes. A validation of whether a group of people would choose the long term even when there is no applause. We did not trade speed for trust. We did not trade narratives for emotions. Instead, we chose a longer path, to write the rules clearly, to hand over authority, and to place the system in the hands of time. This phase was not just about bringing everyone in, but about confirming one thing, that those who stayed are the ones who truly understand the system. This is ARK's first phase, and it is the starting point of everything that comes next. As we enter 2026, ARK is undergoing a fundamental transformation. It is no longer just a system for storing assets and waiting for price movements. Starting this year, ARK officially enters the stage of value creation and accumulation. It begins to evolve into a system that continuously generates income and steadily amplifies ARK's intrinsic value. First, we must acknowledge a reality. Not everyone understands DeFi. Complex financial structures and high operational barriers are not a natural entry point for most people. But that does not mean most people lack value. On the contrary, almost everyone possesses experience, judgment, time, insight, and execution ability. The problem was that in the past, most systems could not recognize these forms of value, let alone convert them into assets. Within ARK's AI ecosystem, this changes completely. AI is no longer just a passive tool that executes instructions. It becomes a mechanism that collaborates with humans and participates in value distribution. You can use AI to solve concrete problems. You can train AI to understand your judgment and experience. You can work alongside AI to complete tasks, deliver services, and produce results. Your actions are recognized by the system. Your contributions are recorded by the structure. Your output is quantified, settled, and fed back into ARK value framework. At this stage, ARK is no longer merely a token to be held passively. It becomes a carrier of value accumulation. Every meaningful use, every real contribution, every collaboration between AI and humans injects new intrinsic value into ARK. Value will no longer belong only to a small group of technical elites. It will belong to everyone who participates in production and delivers results. This is not a story about automation replacing humans. nor is it a story about AI taking jobs away. It is the first time a system truly understands, absorbs, and continuously transforms human value into wealth. From 2026 onward, ARK is no longer just about holding. It offers you a system designed to create wealth, continuously. When AI begins to generate value continuously, the financial system can no longer remain the same. If finance is merely a make money and exit channel, then it is destined to exist only in cycles, never able to become true infrastructure. A real financial system does not exist to create excitement. It exists to absorb value, manage risk, and allow resources to flow steadily and sustainably within a system. This is exactly what ARK aims to accomplish at this stage. In its third phase, ARK's DeFi tools are no longer designed around high returns. Instead, they return to a far more fundamental question. How should the value that has already been created be used? In ARK's design, DeFi is no longer complex, fragmented, or built only for a small group of specialists. It is broken down and reassembled into a set of financial tools that anyone can understand and is willing to use. You can manage assets within the system, adjust allocations, and balance risk. You can borrow, keeping assets liquid instead of being forced to sell. You can also bring value into real life for payments, consumption, or long-term planning. When assets can be borrowed, used, and spent, finance finally steps out of the screen. It is no longer just a string of numbers. It begins to participate in the real-world flow of life. And at that moment, the so-called exit narrative starts to lose its meaning, because value no longer needs to escape the system in order to be realized. Within the system itself, it completes circulation, usage, and redistribution. When a system can absorb production, manage risk, support circulation, and connect to real life, it is no longer merely a financial product. It begins to become a financial system capable of operating long-term. And this is the foundational structure ARK is building for the future beyond 2026. ARK's DeFi application layer is not designed to push you out of the system, but to make you willing to stay within it and live within it for the long term. Ultimate value layer of ARK. ARK's ultimate value carrying layer. When value has already been created, when a financial system is able to absorb it, use it, and operate over the long term, human society is entering a stage where AI is deeply involved. At this stage, the question is no longer, can AI be used? The real questions are, how is AI priced? How is it settled? How is it constrained? And how is it trusted? 1. Why must there be an AI 402 protocol? In today's internet world, the original meaning of HTTP 402 is simple. Payment required. Payment is needed to continue service. But in reality, this status code was never truly implemented. Because in the past, the world did not require machine-to-machine value settlement. But an AI-driven society is different. In the era ahead, calling models, using compute power, and collaborating to complete tasks will no longer be occasional actions. They will be high-frequency, automated, and continuous behaviors. If every AI action must rely on centralized platforms for billing, then so-called AI autonomy is nothing more than an illusion. The AI 402 protocol was created to solve exactly this problem. At its core, it is not simply about payment. It is about ensuring that every AI action becomes a value event that is verifiable, settlable, and accountable. 2. What does the 402 protocol do? Within the AI 402 protocol, when AI calls a service, it pays a cost. When AI provides a service, it earns revenue. When AI collaborates with AI, revenue is automatically shared. When humans collaborate with AI, rewards are shared. There is no such thing as free, unlimited calls, and no such thing as unclear pricing. Every request has a cost, every output has value, every collaboration leaves a record. This is not about restricting AI. It is about bringing AI into the economic system. because only participants that are priced, settled, and governed can truly become part of a social structure. 3. Why does ARK need an AI-native public blockchain? At this point, a more practical question emerges. Where should all of these settlements, collaborations, and high-frequency value activities actually take place? Most existing blockchains are still designed for human-centric finance. Their transaction models, gas mechanisms, and identity systems are not built to support the scale and frequency required by an AI-driven society. What an AI society truly needs is an AI-native public blockchain. Native support for AI agent identities. Native support for micropayments and instant settlement. Native support for model call billing. Native support for collaborative revenue sharing. Native support for machine-to-machine trust. This is not about tweaking parameters or upgrading performance. It is about rewriting the foundational logic from the ground up. 4. What is ARK's value within this chain? At this point, ARK's role becomes truly clear. ARK is not just a governance token, and it is not merely a financial instrument. Within the AI-native public chain and the 402 protocol, ARK serves as the value benchmark of the entire system. It fulfills 4 irreplaceable roles. First, ARK is the settlement unit for AI actions. AI calls, collaborations, and service revenues all require a decentralized value carrier that cannot be arbitrarily issued. Second, ARK is the collateral of system trust. For an AI agent to gain higher calling permissions and stronger trust levels, ARK is required as its credit foundation. Third, ARK is the regulator of resource allocation. Compute power, models, and data access are automatically allocated by the market through the flow of ARK. Fourth, ARK is the anchor of order. When rules conflict, when governance decisions must be made, ARK becomes the carrier of consensus. Put simply, without ARK, AI remains just a tool. With ARK, AI becomes an economic participant. ARK is not trying to build a faster chain, and it is not trying to manufacture a new narrative. What ARK is doing is something far more difficult and far more enduring, building an economic order that can operate over the long term for an AI-driven society. Not for competition, but for carrying value. When AI truly becomes part of society, order must come first. And ARK is laying the foundation for that era in advance. The ultimate value of ARK is not measured by how much it rises in price, but by this single question. When the AI society arrives, is ARK the one system that is already prepared? The one set of rules ready to operate from day one? This is ARK's course. It is not a path designed to chase short-term outcomes, but a structure laid in advance for the world that is coming. We began with modules, not to showcase technical skill, but to ensure one thing first, that the system could run stably. Before chaos, we chose order. Before narratives, we chose structure. When the modules began to operate on their own, consensus no longer relied on slogans. It was written into rules, embedded into processes, and reflected in every verifiable execution. That was ARK's first step, consensus. When consensus stands firm, production becomes possible. The emergence of the AI ecosystem was never about replacing people, but about allowing human experience, judgment, and action to be truly absorbed by a system for the first time. From that moment on, value no longer simply waited, it began to be continuously created. That was ARK's second step, production. When value is produced, the financial system must evolve. DeFi is no longer a make money and leave channel. It becomes infrastructure for managing, circulating, and using value. When assets can be borrowed, used, and spent, wealth truly enters everyday life. That was ARK's third step, wealth. And when AI and humans participate together in society, a deeper question emerges. Who settles value? Who defines identity? Who maintains trust? These are responsibilities no centralized system can carry for the long term. So ARK chose its fourth step, a public chain born for an AI society. A rule system where machines, models, and people can collaborate autonomously, settle autonomously, and maintain order autonomously. This is not expansion, it is the birth of sovereignty. From modular systems to the AI ecosystem to DeFi tools, and finally to an AI native public chain. From consensus to production to wealth, and ultimately to sovereignty. ARK never rushes, because it knows it is not chasing the times, it is building order for the next era in advance. And now, as you see all of this, as you reflect on every step you've walked, you may realize the future is no longer distant. It is happening, and you are already inside it. ARK is not a temporary opportunity. It is a course, one that asks only this: are you willing to sail forward with the future?
Hello my fellow art partners, and Happy New Year. Let me start with a hard truth. If you're still here watching this, it says something. You're not casually trying this out, but you made the choice to be here. Now, think back to August 27, 2025, the day ARK launched. From the start, we knew this wouldn't be easy, because the market is chaotic, choices are endless, and the fast money stories are everywhere. But we started anyway, and over the past 4 months, all of you have felt it. Excitement, hesitation, pressure, and also doubts. Some people drop off along the way, but that's part of the journey. But you choose to stay. And I believe you stay not because of a data point or a bold promise. You stayed because you saw something. ARK is not in a hurry to prove anything. We are focused on building the foundation block by block. And also, we didn't take any shortcuts, but instead, we stabilized the modules, we made the rules transparent, and we handed over the authorities. And I know that these things are not looking sexy or exciting, but that's the point. It's what determines whether ARK survives long term. And as we step into 2026, I can say this confidently. ARK is not just a story anymore. It's a functioning system that's still growing, but with a clear direction. And what comes next will be bigger and harder. AI will become a real part of our ecosystem, not as a demo, but as something that actually generates income. So DeFi will no longer be about quick gains, but it will evolve into a tool, the one that you can use, that lasts, and that gives you peace of mind. So looking ahead, as AI and humans begin to shape society together, we will take the next step. We are setting the rules for an AI-driven society. That I know it might sound like the future, but trust me, it's already starting. And I also want to be clear about one thing. ARK didn't get here because of me or because of a single person. We are here because of a group of people who didn't follow the noise when the things go loud, who didn't chase any hype when were tempted, and who chose logic and patience when things were uncertain. And that group is you. So, let me tell you, the future of ARK is massive. Not because of how much we plan, but because this roadmap is built to last. From the module stability, the AI ecosystem, the DeFi utility, and AI public chain, but also because of the consensus, the production, wealth, and autonomy. And this is the path we are building step by step. So in 2026, the road will be longer, and there will be more to do. But I'm at peace because I know we are not working alone, but we are working all together. In this new year, we aren't in a rush to prove anything, as I said before, and we won't let the emotion drive us. We will do what needs to be done, and we will keep our foundation steady. So, ARK will keep sailing, and you are on the ship. I'm Carmelo, Happy New Year, and let's move forward together.
Thank you, Carmelo, and thank you to every ARK partner who is still here with us at this moment. If we were to sum up everything from tonight in just one sentence, it would be this: ARK has never been a pod built to chase excitement. From August 27, 2025, when ARK set sail, to today, over these 4+ months, what we witnessed was not a sprint, but laying a foundation. Could the modules run steadily? Were the rules clear? Were authority truly handed over? Could consensus withstand real tests? We did not avoid these questions. We faced them one by one, and we answered them one by one. And today, we can say this with clarity: ARK is standing on solid ground. We can also clearly see what comes next. From running modules to an AI ecosystem to DeFi tools and ultimately towards an AI public chain. This is not an expansion for its own sake. It is the natural result of moving step by step towards a deeper and more complete structure. More importantly, we see an even longer journey unfolding from consensus to production to wealth and finally to sovereignty. This is not a slogan. It is a path that was already begun. To the outside world, this road may look slow, but we all know the things that truly matters are never proven by speed. If we are still here today, it means that you already make a choice not to be driven by short-term emotions, a choice to trust structure, system, and time, a choice to become a part of this cause. 2026 will be a critical year. It will not be easy, it will be clearer, but ARK will keep moving forward, not rushed, not chaotic, one step at a time. And finally, one sentence for every ARK partner: this is not a journey that has ended, but an era that is just beginning. Thank you for walking this far with us, and we look forward to continue forward side by side. 2026, ARK continues to sail.
Mmm.